Right, my name is Aubrey Robey. I teach third grade here at Columbia Elementary.
And this is in Las Cruces District.
Yes.
And would you tell us a little bit about your experience teaching third graders with Reading Plus and having them use the Reading Plus program?
Well, with Reading Plus, I've seen exponential growth with my students. They have averaged grade level of 2.7 as far as growth is concerned. They've also had an average of 84% comprehension rate for the total year. So, and also fluency. I have attributed that to Reading Plus as well.
How many words per minute are they gaining on average?
On average, 61.
Okay.
So,
And how are they doing on the PARC test?
PARC test, they said it was easy when they were taking it, which you don't always want to hear, but they said that Reading Plus really helped them, and that they were able to answer the questions. They said the format is pretty similar to the PARC.
Yes. So they were comfortable with the type of questions and how they answered them on the computer.
Correct, yes.
Because of the practice.
Definitely. They said that the format of it was really similar, and they were able to refer back to like context clues, things like that. Definitely.
How do they do, how much, when you see them, how many C readers have they done on average the year during this past year?
They had an average, I want to say, of about 80 to 90.
Okay. And what was their average comprehension? You said
84%.
That's really good.
Yes.
And so you're watching them move up.
Yes.
You're watching them get combos. Were they excited about doing things like getting a combo and moving up a level?
Definitely. They were very excited about it because every time they got a combo, I gave them, we use a system here, it's called the Blue Slip system. So
It's called what?
They did blue slips, so it's kind of an incentive for them to do well. So
what do they get with blue slips?
Blue slips, they get to, once they get 10 of them, they get to call their parents. So it's a big deal.
Yes, wow. Did you do anything special when they moved up a level? Anything different?
Yes, then once they moved up a level, they were able to see the assistant principal, and then she gives them a big prize at the end. So that was something to work toward as well.
Were all of your students okay with Reading Plus, excited about it, or did some of them find it too difficult?
A lot of them wanted to be on Reading Plus. I had maybe a handful of students that were on iStation, and they asked and begged to be on Reading Plus. So I did put 2 or 3 of them on it, and I did see a difference. I had one kiddo reading 61 words per minute, and now she's at 102. So pretty close to grade level fluency and comprehension as well.
Wow, good. And do you think most of them are going to be proficient on the PARC this year?
The majority of them, yes. I had about, I want to say 80% of my class on Reading Plus, and the majority of them, I think they will be proficient.
Oh, that's wonderful. Is there any other thing that you can see? Is it helping them in any other way? Are they reading more outside of Reading Plus?
They are reading more. They actually, during class, sometimes when we're supposed to be doing assignments, they'll sneakily have their books and wanting to read, and which I love. I love that they love to read. So.
What about their writing? Has it had any impact on their writing?
As far as their writing is concerned, they've really grown as like informational text. A lot of Reading Plus has a lot of informational stories, and putting those events into order and seeing the progression of their writing has really helped them.
So are they becoming, I'm just thinking that maybe it helps with their confidence in reading. Are you seeing that, or is there any way to judge that?
Yes, actually, during the time that we're doing Reading Plus, a lot of them were supposed to be 0 volume, so that my whole class is not really talking so everybody can concentrate and have a fair chance. And I have some kids pop up and say, I'm reading this amazing story, and they get really animated and they super excited, and they like the fact that they can they have stories where the kiddos really are engaged in those stories. So
can they relate to those stories?
They definitely can. A lot of them are definitely relatable.
What about one other thing? Do they like that they can choose stories and that it can recommend stories?
Yes, I think it definitely helps them. It keeps them engaged. They love that they get to choose those stories. I think it really engages.
So it's motivating, or?
I'd say it's a lot more motivating that they're in charge. They really like that. So
That's good.
yes, amazing.
Let's wait until these guys pass by.
Hello.
A couple of questions. What would you tell us?
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is special.
Okay.
I was going to say they're on candid camera, but they're not old enough to know even
What
that
candid
means.
camera is.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to stand.
There.
Square,
No, a little bit to this
There
way.
you go.
right?
Yes. Now you're just fine.
Okay, let me ask
Okay.
you one other thing. What would you tell a teacher that is not that familiar with Reading Plus and didn't know if it would be worth using?
I would tell a new teacher starting to use it that it's fairly easy to navigate, and that it really navigates you through it. So there's tutorials that you can look through, and also you get to keep in contact with your students. So during the time that they're quiet, you can be messaging them and telling them great job, or come see me, if they level up, things of that sort. So I really think that a new teacher shouldn't be afraid of using it, and that it's an amazing program, and you can see the data proves itself that it really shows growth.
What about the professional development that you get
Professional, so
from
they've
Valerie?
has come to the school a few times, and she's shown us how to use the program in the very beginning. 'Cause some of us came from different grade levels, the younger grade levels who'd never used it before, and she really showed us, where to go to the reports, how to print out the awards, and she really showed us, answered any questions that we needed to.
And was that helpful?
It was definitely helpful. Yes, I really enjoyed that she was available, and any questions that we had, we could always email her.
And get answers.
Definitely.
Good.
Special student.
Any special story that a student has done that you can think of that you'd like to tell somebody about?
So the one student that was on Ice Station, and she was begging to be put on Reading Plus. She was, like I said, reading on 61 words per minute, so it was a little below grade level, and then her fluency increased over the period of 2 or 3 months during the time that she was on it. I told her, if you're going to be on this, you have to really take it seriously and, try your best. I expect a lot from you. And she just moved through it.
And she liked working on it. Is that right?
She loved it, yeah. She really did. And so from 61 words per minute, she grew to 102 words per minute. So she did an amazing job.